Hey, hello, this is Bruno Souza for Code for Life, and today, or actually tonight, right? I'm here in a friend's house in San Jose, California, and you can see some of her artwork here. She has fun copying famous arts, right? So that's pretty cool. I know she hand paints like famous arts. That's nice. It's always good. We developers have this extra creative abilities. It's very I'm sure a lot of people kind of do music or do art or do painting. I build puppets, right? And all of those things are actually things that make our brains work better. Being creative, it's a great thing to do. It doesn't matter what creativity is. There's people that knit, right? So all those kind of things are fun. But today I want to talk to you about um, talking, sharing what you know with others, right? And one of the things that a lot of we keep talking about that sharing is one of the five things that you got to do every day to be a better developer, right? So just so you memorize five things, right? Read code, write code, deliver code, solve problems, and share what you know. Like five things that you got to do. So sharing what you know, it's one of those five things. It's really, really important that you share what you know. And I'm gonna give you, so today, one of the things that I was doing here, I was sharing to this friend of mine, explaining to her a lot of the things that I'm doing and the methodologies of the project I'm working on. And it's interesting that while I was sharing to her to explain to her so she could apply to her project. And while I was doing this, I noticed a lot of the things that I was doing wrong, right? A lot of things I was trying to explain to her and I was trying to show to her how she could do it in a great way, how she could do it the right way. And while I was doing this, I was telling her, I said, look, this is where I'm missing, right? This is where I'm failing. It's very easy for me to be telling you, do this and do that. But I when I'm telling you, I can see where I'm failing. I can see what's missing from what I'm doing, and this is very normal, right? It's very normal that we do this because the thing is, once we think, right? We work with our brains, and our brains is full of prejudice and preconceptions, and it has a lot of blind spots, right? So when you get this that and you try to explain to someone else, right, and then you have to put in different words, and you have to discuss what is the thing that you know that, right? Those are things that you know how to do it, you've been doing it. And so when you try to explain to someone, what happens is that you put into different words. You have because you can't just explain to someone what's in your mind, right? So you have to put to words, you have to put to paper, right? You write a blog post, for example. So when you do this, that's when you think. Really, we think that we think when you're thinking. No, we don't think when you're thinking. We think when you're explaining, right? When you explain to someone else, when you put it on paper, when you write an article, that's actually when you're thinking, right? Because now you have to choose the best word, you have to choose the best way to explain to someone else. So that's what happened today, right? So I explained to her things that I thought that she could do, that she could implement in her project, and that she could do, to create a new idea, a new product. But while I was doing this, I was realizing that the things that I was doing, right? There's a lot of holes. There's a lot of things that I need to improve. A lot of things that I can improve. And it was amazing how clear it became, right? And actually, it was amazing how clear I was afraid of doing the right things. You see, once I was explaining to her, it made clear for me where I was afraid of doing it, where I was afraid of doing better, where I was afraid of experimenting, right? And so it's amazing. For people that think that, oh, I gotta share because I want to show how great I am. I want to show how much I know. That's not it, right? Once you share, that's when you learn, right? That's when you think. That's when you find out the things that are missing from your thought. You find out the holes in your own ideas, the hole in your own thought process, right? So, if you want to be a better developer, right, that's one fundamental thing that you got to do is you got to share, right? So explain to someone else what is it you're doing, and everyone has something to share because it's what you know, it's what you're doing. You can go and you can share. So go explain to someone that's not at your level yet what you're doing. Try to explain to someone that understands more than what you do why you were doing this, right? And explain to your boss, explain to your colleagues, explain to to students in the high school, to students in university. Go explain to others what is it you're doing, what is it you know, how that works, how can you improve that? Because once you do that, you're gonna find out what are the things that you don't know, what are the things that are missing, and that will make you a much, much better developer. So don't shy away from sharing what you know. Thank you.